Hello everyone, welcome in 20th episode of Frontend News Podcast. Today, as promised last week, I'm here with Tommy K.
Hello, Chris.
Hey Tommy, finally together. Yes. I was waiting for this moment for a very long time, so good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
And the most important question in our news, how was your week?
Yes. My week was awesome, was amazing. I tried to surf. I've eaten very tasty food. I visit a lot of beautiful places with beautiful views, but what is most important, I did get promoted to the head of Frontend in Immutable and Frontend house.
You did? Congratulations, Tomek.
Thanks, it's a big thing.
You are working for this promotion for a very long time. You are a very good front-end developer, so I'm excited to have you on this position. Guys, you have strong front-end team in front of you, so let's check what's in the agenda.
Agenda is also very strong for today, and I mixed a bunch of interesting tools with some updates from the JavaScript and front-end world. So at the first, I'm going to speak about an interesting Node CMS.
We're gonna also talk about modern website in 2021.
And the third thing will be our lovely TypeScript, which is in version 4.5 beta.
I'm not sure if I'm right, but Tommy is also about to mention jQuery.
Yes, and depreciation of the jQuery mobile.
Oh, you spoiled everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Guys, I won't tell anything more in terms of jQuery. Wait a second, please. But of course, it's not everything. And next interesting news is from the React Native world, and there is a new release, version 0.66.
Okay, we're also gonna talk about CSS.
The next thing is Immutable.js library and its fourth version.
Firefox 93 beta.
And as the last but not least,
let me introduce this. Tommy K is going to speak on Conf 32 about micro frontend. Can't wait to hear that. Yeah.
Thanks, you spoiled everything.
I spoiled everything. But yeah, there is still a news. Let's see the intro and see you in a couple seconds. Okay guys, intro is over, so let's hear something about new Node.js CMS.
Okay, so meet the headless Node CMS that integrates with your app using a straightforward API. Smooth, simple, and tasty content integration. That's butter. And that's how the creators of the Butter CMS describe their products.
Guys, that sounds like an advertisement of this CMS. You know? Tommy, as a developer.
Yeah, I did found a really interesting CMS, which is a Butter CMS. And I went through the documentation, through developers scoring, how do they use the Butter CMS, and if they find this as really useful tool. And what was really interesting for me, it occurs that the Butter CMS is like #1 headless CMS for the developers, according to surveys. So I thought it's Strapi or WordPress, but it's occurred that it's Butter CMS, man.
Exactly. I mean, we were always using Strapi, so I'm very curious about this one.
Yes, and that's why I would like to switch for a while, just to test it and verify how it works, what we can do with it. But the creators of the Butter CMS promised us that we can do everything what is required to be done with the CMS. We can take care of the SEO, we can build amazing pages. What is important that the Butter CMS delivered the tooling that handle the content for the components, instead of building just the whole page with let's say the main block of text like in WordPress. Okay, you can create different sections dedicated for the different components, so it's very flexible and it gives a lot of functionalities and tooling.
Still sounds like Strapi.
Because, you know, what can you do new with the headless CMS? Oh, come on.
I don't know.
But yeah, we've got a full Node API dedicated for the custom pages, custom content modeling, CDN for assets, webhooks, testing environment, customer case studies.
Everything we need.
Yes, everything we need in one place. So guys, if you're interested, just check Butter CMS. Link is where, Chris? Not there, not there. It's in the description.
Sorry, it was a car passing by, but yes, it's in the description, so I strongly recommend you to check this one. And now let's jump into the modern website in 2021.
Yes, why I would like to mention about
I don't know
it.
yet.
Yes, you don't know yet, but let me explain. So I did find out an interesting article by Ken Sedots about creating the modern website using the newest, hottest tools in 2021. And what I did find there is very, very, very interesting from, like, you know, creating the architecture perspective, from the design patterns perspective, because
Another car.
Another one. Yeah, no worries. So yeah, Ken describes a really great architecture using the newest tools. And why I mention about it? Because I just want to describe the tooling that he used, because it's like, you know, big bunch of different layers for the database, for the server logic.
Okay, so what's in?
Yes, exactly. So starting from the front end, he used React in...
what a surprise.
Yay! What is React? You will ask. No, I know you won't, because you know what is it, and you also know what is React. But what the remix is...
I don't know.
Exactly, and I did know too. I dig into the topic, and I did find out that the Remix is a client-server framework to create beautiful, really fast websites to help the server-side rendering occurred. It connects like the database layer, the server layer with the front-end layer, and render the pages and deliver them pretty fast. And what is really interesting for the Remix, it deliver the native tooling for the cache. So HTML cache is being used in here, and much more tooling that was like abandoned for a while in terms of like new fancy stuff. So Remix bring back old school things that works really fast and is really performed well.
I think because these guys are like celebrity of the front end, so I think that like Remix is gonna be new trend in the front end development very soon.
Maybe.
We are also like celebrities, and we mentioned this, so...
Exactly, can't message us after seeing this. No, let's move forward. Obviously, he used TypeScript, Xstate, which is very interesting. Yes, everyone. But not everyone uses Xstate, which is very interesting libraries to handle state machines. If you have really complex states in your components, you can reduce the logic. For example, in React for use state, you've got let's say 10 use states in one component. It makes me headache in my head, to be honest. But if you want to reduce the whole logic, you can use Xstate to, you know, create a state machine, create all the transitions. So it's worth to check. But besides Xstate, we can find Prisma for the server and backend layer, which is really well performed environment to handle the connection between the backend and your Node.js application, for example. Okay, Express.js, and I believe I don't have to explain what is it.
Yeah.
Cypress, Jest, the React testing library, Tailwind, PostCSS, Rich UI, much more from the front-end layer. But what is also important, he utilized the GitHub and GitHub Actions to create the deployment pipeline. So he used OctoKit just to utilize and make the GitHub Actions a little bit better, tune up, okay? Postgres and Redis for the database layer.
Sounds like a lot of tools for
centric Cloudinary.
A single website. I mean, I remember the times when we had like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and in the best times we had like jQuery or Backbone. But now it's like we use everything to deliver the websites. Yes,
I'm really happy that you mentioned about it, because I was really curious about your reaction when I will start, you know, describing all this stuff. And it's, yes, a lot of tooling, Chris. My question is, do we really need so many stuff around our products to deliver application?
Apparently we need.
Maybe. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you use all of this stuff to deliver your application, or you have another favorite stack, or you think that it's still not enough and you have much more tooling around you? Please don't hesitate, send us a message, leave a comment, contact us anywhere you want to.
Whatever.
And yeah, let's get in touch.
Exactly, but from this like bunch of tooling, let's jump into TypeScript, which I think like most of us use nowadays. So what's in the TypeScript?
Yes, I know you're waiting for this day when I will say, hey, there are breaking changes.
Yes.
And this is the day. This is the day.
So what's the breaking change now?
Okay, we've got 3 breaking changes inside TypeScript 4.5 beta release.
Okay.
The first one is about typing in the lib file. So the built-in declaration types has been a little bit changed. It shouldn't affect your application, but in some cases you will have to. Sometimes you will have to update your types or your implementation. Just take a look into the details on the TypeScript documentation, what has been actually changed in terms of the types and its declarations, and you will know what to do. Another thing, inference changes from awaited, and the third thing is that compiler options are checking at the root of the test config file. Yeah, besides these 3 breaking changes, which I really hesitate you and motivate to check in the documentation, we've got a bunch of smaller things around TypeScript that tune up this language, some new functionalities. Guys, this is so many stuff in there, I just don't have enough time to speak about all of it, so take a look, guys, in the documentation.
No worries, take time. Okay, kidding.
I'm prepared, it's not like I don't know, but I have so many news, so I want to speak about all of them.
Exactly, we have plenty of news and you spent like 10 minutes talking about can see. So let's jump to the next one, which is our lovely jQuery.
jQuery, yes, I have tears in my eyes every time I mention about jQuery.
Really?
Okay.
Nice.
Probably you've heard the news that the jQuery team released after 5 years the update for the jQuery UI library. But it's not everything. Well, jQuery mobile has been depreciated officially. So I think it's close to the line when we can say there is no jQuery. But until...
Sometimes.
Yes, at times. But before it will occur, we still have a lot of time to support our legacy projects.
What a relief.
Yes, what a relief. Huge relief. But yeah, to be serious, for a while jQuery mobile has been depreciated. Of course, it will be available, but for example, support for the jQuery mobile will be totally down. If you will find any critical bugs, you will have to send an email instead of create an issue of the repository.
I'm sure there will be like a lot of people answering those emails each day.
Wondering if they will just take a look once inside this email box. No, just kidding. Yeah, so if you want to switch, this is the right time to stop using jQuery mobile and use more modern tool, especially for the mobile. Because like, you know, the beginning of the jQuery mobile was 10-11 years ago, something like that. So yeah, the technology moved totally forward. So guys, just switch to something new and better.
Oh, come on. Maybe let's switch into React Native.
React Native? Yeah. Great! What a smooth transition, Chris.
Was it? Yeah.
Nice. Okay, React Native version 0.66. Yeah. Are you curious what's in?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we don't have any breaking changes, but of course we have a bunch of interesting updates. First thing is that they did update Hermes engine from the previous version to the 0.9 version, which should fix smaller issues around how to use Hermes on iOS. For example, I have some problems with Hermes on iOS. Not all dependencies want to work and cooperate with each other. So I spent enormous time to, you know, fix my setup to fix it on Hermes. Mm-hmm. So it takes me some time. Hopefully the newer version will resolve these issues. Nightly and committee releases. React Native team want to deliver the better pipeline for the release process. So instead of releasing the new version just like that, they want to create a few additional steps to let the developer test, for example, the nightly release before it will hit the official point in your life. Yes, before it will officially be available as an
smooth.
Yes, because sorry.
Don't shake your hands.
I'm sorry.
Be calm. Continue.
And continue. New Bluetooth permission on Android. That's new in React Native, and also the fix for tapping the child view outside of the parent boundaries, which on Android didn't work well. So it has been also fixed, and that's it. That's it from the React Native world. Let's build the mobile apps. Chris, what do you think about? I'm curious if you ever used Flutter before. Like
I did.
Yeah, and how would you compare with React Native? Do you have any preferences about what tool you want to use?
Yeah, I don't have any preferences, to be honest. As a developer, I would definitely choose a tool for a specific problem, for a specific team, and the solution we need to deliver. To be honest, I will focus on to analyze the project, analyze the needs, and pick the proper tool. However, I really love both. They are very cool. They both still deliver new changes. They have new updates. So it's worth to try both of them. I'm happy to work with Flutter. I'm happy to work with React Native. And I'm happy to work with a bunch of talented developers that we have in Frontend House. That's it.
And I'm happy to work with you. Thanks, Chris, for the answer. Yeah, Flutter is...
Whoa, what a sun is shining.
Yeah.
I can't stand this anymore.
Do you want me to move a little bit?
A little bit?
Okay,
let's move our...
Hopefully it won't...
Studio. Okay, guys, we changed our studio and we smoothly jump into CSS updates. Tell me, what's in?
Okay, about CSS, I know that you've heard about the surveys of state of CSS, state of JavaScript, and state of other languages. So, state of CSS 2021 has started, and you can take part in this survey. Just jump into their website. Link is, of course, in the description under this video. And yeah, just answer the question and be part of the state of CSS. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I am waiting for you.
Okay.
Would you take part?
Absolutely. I'm gonna do this right after this.
Be honest. Be honest. You know.
I am honest, and I'm gonna do this right after this episode. And
great.
Yeah, I will be part of CSS community.
Cool. Let's speak about mutability right now.
Exactly.
And maybe about immutability, to be more precise. Immutable.js version 4.0 has arrived with a lot of great changes inside, bug fixes, improvements, new functionalities, everything you want to need and want to use with the immutable data.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not like the very big tool. I'm curious what they still need to change, deliver. I mean, it's version 4.0, so it's quite breaking changes.
Okay, so one of the biggest change is that the team that is working on the Immutable.js has grown up and new members has joined this team.
Okay.
So this is one of the great news. The project changed its license to the mid license. So guys, just make sure that everything is alright with the law. Better TypeScript and flow type definitions, brand new documentation, iterable is now renamed to collection, records no longer extend from collections, and a bunch of other updates. So as you can see, well, nothing really big, okay, but still it's great that this tool is being updated and keep modern, keep working.
Absolutely, very handy tool, especially with React and Redux development. So
yeah, that's true.
We use it very often, but as well we use Firefox to test our applications, mostly to test our applications. But we still use it, so what's in?
Well, haters gonna hate. No, just kidding, just kidding. Yes, Firefox 93 beta. We did get a bunch of updates, maybe not a breaking one, but area meter has been implemented inside Firefox. Before this attribute did not work. The keyword small caps keyword is now supported for the font synthesis attribute for the CSS. So font synthesis is something like, if you have a font, for example, Arial, in your project, and it's a custom Arial, and for some reason you do not have the bold version, the browser will try to synthesize this version of the font. Yeah, it won't look perfect, but still it will try, to keep the style.
Wow,
Okay, so it's worth to check. The properties of image orientation and pre-multiply alpha can be passed to the method create image bitmap, and in the past we cannot do this, so if you want to play with the bitmaps with the JavaScript on the Firefox, now you can do this. So about the security, the SHA-256 algorithm has been now supported in the HTTP authorization. Before we use MD5, which was quite obsolete, old and not secure at all. And that's it.
That's it, great news for Firefox, I can't wait to see it live. And now, guys, the most important news of today. Self-promotion of Tommy K.
Hello everyone, I'm Tommy K and I'm the head of the frontend in Leaky Mobile Solution and in Frontend House. So soon, in 19 days, I will be a speaker at the Conf42 conference dedicated for the JavaScript. I'm going to speak about micro frontend architecture and foundations. So if you're interested in to hear about this awesome topic, don't hesitate and join the conference, sign up today, don't wait, because you know the tickets are really hot and there is a low amount of them waiting for you. And besides my speak, there will be a lot of great presentations from the well-known brand like Google, AWS and more.
It was about self-promotion, Tommy.
Just be there.
Guys,
just
I will be honest with you. I mean, of course we have a little bit scenario and we know the news and so on, but this one was like out of his head.
It was freestyle.
It was freestyle. I'm really proud of you, Tommy.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you on this conference. And guys, I also can't wait to see you next time. I will be with you in Expert Zone in the next week and with Tommy K in 2 weeks. And so see you soon and check our frontendhouse.com website, our lovely YouTube channel, Instagram, right?
Yeah, all the socials.
Twitter, all the socials, Spotify. Check us everywhere, follow us everywhere. We're gonna deliver great news every week. So guys, see you soon.
Thanks.
Tommy, thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Finally together.
Finally.